2013. It's not clear how the blood came to be on the wall behind the bed if River Steenkamp had been shot in the toilet as alleged. Van Staden said that he had been told that Pistorius had washed his hands before the photographs were taken in the garage of Pistorius' home. He explained the normal process that when he was finished at a crime scene, the photos were handed in to an administration clerk who filed that as a master, and he was given a working copy. Earlier, the court heard that Pistorius understands the country's gun laws and is competent in using firearms. Firearms service provider Sean Wren's read extracts from the competency tests that Pistorius wrote, which show that he knew about the different scenarios in which one is allowed to shoot at burglars. The court also heard that Pistorius ordered several firearms but cancelled the order about a month after he shot dead his girlfriend, River Steenkamp. Well, for more on the story, we now cross live to the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria, where the murder trial of Oscar Pistorius is currently underway. They've just adjourned. Our reporter, Patricia Fasaki, is standing by to give us a wrap of today's proceedings. Patricia, what can you tell us about today's proceedings?
Well, Mahindra, today was another day of shocking revelations and a graphic detail that came to light as two more witnesses took the stand in this case. Of course, it started this morning with Oscar Pistorius' arms dealer or firearms supplier, if you may call him that. And that was Sean Wren, who took to the stand, basically in a nutshell telling us that about 3 weeks before the Paralympian killed his girlfriend River Steenkamp, he ordered 6 more firearms. And he also went to tell us about Oscar Pistorius' love for guns, or his obsession with guns. He also told the court how Oscar Pistorius underwent a competency test, a questionnaire that he had to fill out to make sure that he understands exactly what the rules and regulations are in relation to carrying a gun or being in control of it, or in fact handling a gun in public or in whichever area. He also went to highlight that one of the lines that are stipulated in the questionnaire deals with having to fire a firearm in the air or through the sunroof of a vehicle. And of course, in the questionnaire, the Paralympian made it very clear that he understands that it should never happen, and that is just to obviously give clarity that he fully understood what rules and regulations are in line with handling a firearm or being in possession of a firearm. And then of course more details, more graphic details, if you may, emerged when the second witness took the stand in this matter, and that is Warrant Officer Baron van Staden. Now, he is the SABC photographer who was called to the scene to obviously come and take pictures of the house of Oscar Pistorius, which is the main crime scene in this matter. And we saw how a lot of pictures were beamed of the crime scene, even pictures of Oscar Pistorius being covered in blood, of course, after being taken on Valentine's Day. And these are the pictures that were taken by Warrant Officer Baron van Staden. And of course, just as these pictures were beamed. Now, today we understand that June Steenkamp, this is River Steenkamp's mother, she is also present in court today. She, of course, was upset by seeing the graphic details of Oscar Pistorius' house being beamed in court. Some of it, very sensitive, bloodied pictures that were beamed as, of course, Prosecutor Harry Nell took Warrant Officer van Staden through the pictures. Many of them, it was about 3 albums, and June Steenkamp was not very comfortable with this. She asked the ANC Women's League to escort her out of court, as she said she was not warned that these graphic details would be beamed in court today. And another important things that we saw coming out of Warrant Officer's testimony today was the blood spats that he took pictures of that were found in Oscar Pistorius' bedroom, and some of these blood spats were found on his duvets. So we're not actually very sure where the defense is, where the state is going with highlighting, the blood specks that were found in his bedroom. But of course, like I said, this case is continuing. Tomorrow we expecting the defense's Barry Roux to continue with cross-examinations of Warrant Officer Baron van Staden. He started already today with highlighting with what exactly was the procedure that van Staden followed when he reached the house. Now, what van Staden told Barry Roux and the court is that he was escorted into the house by Hilton Botha, who just took him through the crime scene and told him that Oscar Pistorius had shot his girlfriend, Riva Steenkamp. He saw the deceased lying there, and of course, he went on to step number 2, and that was of taking photographs of the crime scene. He then went on to find Oscar Pistorius standing in his garage. He was very emotional, crying, and that's when he performed a primary residue test on him. And basically, today we saw the court proceedings ending or wrapping up the first day of week 3 with Advocate Barry Roux, of course, just wanting clarity on what procedure was followed and why that particular procedure was followed. We expecting this testimony, of course, to continue tomorrow.
Well, thank you very much for that comprehensive roundup. That was SABC reporter Patricia Fasaki reporting live from the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria.